We are back here on Healthy Living. I am here with Mario Rodriguez. We're at Hilton Head Regional Healthcare System at Coastal Carolina Hospital. And I really appreciate you talking to us. We talked to Dr. Runyon about radiology sort of in general. Now we want to talk to you kind of about the nuts and bolts. You're actually the one, the tech, who gets the people and the patient in and make sure they're comfortable and aligned correctly. So let's talk first, if we can, a little bit about the amazing MRI machine that you have.
Yes, ma'am. We have an MRI machine. It's the unique thing about our MRI is that we have the caring suite, and the caring suite kind of caters to each patient.
Okay.
We can change the mood lighting.
The mood lighting?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
we
wow.
can change it to any color you like.
Okay.
Most people prefer blue or yellow, and also we have a display on top of on the ceiling. And we can put different themes.
Project themes of
balloons or puzzles. Most of the kids like the safari.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That makes so much sense. Talk to me about an MRI. What does it do? How does it work? And I know the Caring Suite you were talking about is really important because people can be a little intimidated or afraid when they go in.
Yes, ma'am. And that's the whole point of the Caring Suite. We want all our patients to come in and feel comfortable and secure that they're getting the best care that they can over here while minimizing anxiety. Most of the patients...
well, they're coming because they need an MRI, so they're probably anxious anyway.
Right, so that alone will have them on the edge, trying to find out or figure out, or hopefully that nothing is going on with them. But we have one of the widest bores, and that's the center of the magnet. And what that does is, or the opening I should say.
Yes,
and what that does is it provides more space for them. And also the length.
So I don't feel like I'm claustrophobic.
Correct.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, okay.
And then the length of the magnet also has shortened, so your whole body doesn't go all the way in. Yeah.
Boy, how does an MRI work? I've always wondered this.
The wonderful thing about MRI, I'm glad you asked, the wonderful thing about MRI is that there's no radiation involved. So less risk of tissue damage or anything like that. It works off of sound waves or radio waves. The radio waves excites the cells. The cells let off this energy. We capture the energy and make a picture out of it.
Oh my! How long does a typical MRI take?
Average about 25-30 minutes. But MRI has come a long way since I first started doing MRI. A brain MRI now takes 12 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
As opposed to when I first started, it was 20 minutes. So we've come a long way.
Do I need to change clothes? How does all that work?
Yes, because MRI is a big magnet. We screen all our patients.
That's right. We couldn't come in. We can't actually go in because of
the cameras and cell phones and But we screen all our patients to make sure that they are MRI safe.
Okay.
And the environment is safe for them.
What would make an MRI not safe? I mean, if I had a pacemaker or a defibrillator?
Yes and no. They are now coming out with pacemakers that are MRI safe or MRI conditional.
Okay.
The technician comes in from the company and turns off the pacemaker.
Got it.
And then they're able to get the MRI done. And then once the MRI is finished, they come back and turn it back on.
One of the things that you told me is that the culture and the environment of this entire department is pretty amazing.
Oh, it's superb. I worked in other places, 2 other places prior to coming here, and the difference is night and day. I mean, we all support each other. We all, it's a team effort. And it feels good to come to work when you have that type of environment.
We're going to go look, I think, at another machine and talk a little bit about what a CT scan is and about screening, so stay with us.
Okay.
We're back again. We're with Mario Rodriguez. And I have to talk to you a little bit about, as you were getting us prepped for the area that we're in now, I would like to know what a CT tech does, or radiology tech is really what you are, number one, how you got into it, and the reason we're doing this is we're going to every month focus on a physician, also focus on the guys who make it happen, the staff. So I really appreciate this. All right, a little bit about your background and then what a tech does.
My family or my ancestors are from the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
We were all born in New York City. I come from New York City.
I kind of got a little bit of that.
Did you, the accent?
Just a little bit.
I joined the military and it enabled me to go to school and college, and I became a radiology tech. And then I followed that with being licensed in CAT scan and then MRI.
Whoa. That's quite a procedure. What does a tech do? I think we all want to know that. Brandon said you have a huge responsibility.
We do. It's not just taking diagnostic pictures or X-rays or CAT scans. We have to ensure that the patient is safe, ensure that the patient is getting the correct exam or the correct body part. We make sure that every exam is tailored to the patient, the correct exam for the correct patient.
Yes. You also have to make sure I'm calm and settled.
That is correct.
Because I'm going to be like, maybe not.
Right. As we talked about earlier,
yes.
Most of the, not most of the patients, but quite a few of the patients that come to the hospital, the anxiety levels are already high. Mm-hmm. They're not sure what the findings are going to be, and we try to ease that for them.
Since you have been in the business as a radiology tech, first of all, I have 3 kids, and I always thought that would be the best job in the whole world. Yeah. I mean, it's tough, isn't it?
It is.
What kind of things did you have to study?
Well, physics,
okay.
Of course, physics, anatomy, physiology, and microbiology, and that's pretty much it. Positioning.
Since you have been in this career, have you seen a lot of shifts and changes and improvements to not only the machinery, but actually the diagnostics?
Yes, ma'am. We touched a little bit about MRI.
Yes.
The machines are getting a little bigger to accommodate patients and make them feel roomy and not so much claustrophobic.
Exactly, and like you said, the mood lighting.
Correct. And in CAT scan, the dosage control it automatically limits or increases the radiation.
Talk to me about what a CAT scan does and how it's different than an MRI.
They both use radiation.
Okay.
However, CAT scan, it's more of a 360. 360 plane.
The CAT scan.
Correct.
Okay.
Because it's a donut, it's a camera that goes around and takes pictures in the 360 frame versus an X-ray where it was 2-dimensional, either from the front
or the X-ray machine. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's an X-ray that's 360.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. MRI, no radiation. X-ray machine.
And CAT scan machine.
Okay.
Radiation.
And when would I have a CAT scan? What kinds of things would you use a CAT scan for?
You can use a CAT scan if you have stomach pains.
Okay.
We can look. It's a real quick exam. It only takes about a minute and a half, and it could give the doctor a little bit of insight of what's going on in your abdomen, your liver, your kidneys, your pancreas, things of that nature.
Do you ever start with a CAT scan and then go into MRI?
Yeah. That's I've seen. Most of the times we start with X-ray and then go to CAT scan.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's exponential.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's do something fun for a second. We just have a couple minutes left.
Sure.
All right, you have 2 kids,
I
and
do.
they're teenagers.
Yes. Well, one is a teenager.
12 and 13?
11.
11 and 13. Okay. What do you all do for fun? Are they boys or girls or one of each?
One of each.
Okay.
My son loves.
Look, they're getting close up on you now.
My son loves the games, the
Okay.
PlayStation and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, of course he does.
Yeah, so
does he play Fortnite?
He does.
Do you ever play?
I played it a few times.
I have a skin. Do you have a skin?
I do,
It's
but
the best.
it's expensive too.
Yeah, it is. Exactly. Oh no, I make my kids work for it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
They make me work for
Well,
it.
yeah, there you go. What else do you do for fun?
We go out to the movies. We go bowling. We just came back from a cruise, so yeah.
Did you?
Yes,
Where'd you
we
all
did.
go?
To the Bahamas.
Oh, did you really?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, are your folks still living?
Yes, they are. They're retired.
Okay.
Florida.
So, that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's always really fun to get to know the people who work here. And I think, the reason we do the show is to focus on the wonderful folks that actually give the treatment and provide the treatment. So it's a treat to talk to you.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Stay with us. There's more to come here on Healthy Living.